Hello dear viewers, hello dear students, welcome to BradTech IT solution for Azimuth. In the previous videos, we discussed about computer components, which were the hardware and the software. We went ahead to discuss input devices as one, then processing devices as two. In this video, we shall be talking about output devices. Therefore, at the end of this video, we should be able to define an output device, know the different categories or types of output devices, and lastly, give a detailed description of each of these output devices. For example, when talking about the printer, we should be able to define a printer and give the various types of printers. When talking about the mouse as well, when talking about the monitor as well, we should be able to define a monitor and name the different types of monitor. The same thing with a plotter. So let's dive straight into objective number 1. So sit tight, put on your sitting belt as we change gears. What is an output device? Output devices are electromechanical devices that accept data from a computer and translate them to a form suitable by the user. What does this mean? Now, let's take for example a situation whereby you use a keyboard to type data. This data goes through a processing device. In this case, it is a CPU. And for us to see the end product, that's the information, we need an output device. In this case, it could either be a monitor or a printer. A monitor is a soft copy output device, while a printer is a hard copy output device because it produces palpable information. With that said and done, let us now dive into our second objective. Types of output devices, or better still, the classification of output devices. We have a printer, a monitor, a plotter, a projector, a speaker, just to name a few. We shall therefore study each of these output devices detailedly. This takes us to the third and last objective, which is a detailed description of each of these output devices. Number 1, the monitor. This is the most popular soft copy output device used today. A computer monitor is an output device which displays information in pictorial form. A monitor is made up of a display device, a circuitry, casing, and power supply. It is also important to note that monitors come in different sizes and shapes. There are 3 types of monitors. We talk of the cathode ray tube, the liquid crystal display, and lastly, we have the light emitting diodes. A. Cathode ray tube. As you can see, a cathode ray tube is a vacuum tube that contains one or more electric guns and a phosphorescent screen, and it is used to display images. Cathode ray tube monitors are low cost, reliable, and are available in different colors. Also, cathode ray tube consumes much electricity and are heavy. B. Liquid crystal display. LCD. Liquid crystal display uses liquid crystals which were first discovered in the 1888. Liquid crystal displays are slim and very lightweight. Because of these advantages, we see that LCDs are gradually replacing cathode ray tubes. LCDs are used in small computers, notebooks, and other devices. C. Light emitting diodes. Light emitting diode screen is actually an LCD screen, but instead of having a normal CCFL backlight, it uses light emitting diodes as a source of light behind the screen. So that is going to be all about the monitor. We shall now take the next output device, which is the printer. So what is a printer? This is the most popular hard copy output device. A printer accepts electronic data. When we talk about electronic data, we are talking about text or graphics stored on the computer and generates a hard copy of it. There are two main categories of printers: impact printers and non-impact printers. Examples of impact printers include, we have the dot matrix printer, the daisy wheel printer, the drum printer, and lastly the chain printer. Examples of non-impact printers include, we have the inkjet printer, the laser printer, and the thermal printer. 3D printers is a special type of printer. So now let us begin with impact printers. What are impact printers? An impact printer is a type of printer that operates by striking a metal or plastic head against an ink ribbon. An ink ribbon is pressed against the paper, marking the page with the appropriate character, dot, lines, or symbol. Examples of impact printers include, we have the daisy wheel printer, the dot matrix printer, the chain printer, B. Non-impact printer. A non-impact printer is a type of printer that does not operate by striking a head against a ribbon. Examples of non-impact printers include laser printers and inkjet printers. We shall now go to the third output device, which is a plotter. A plotter is a printer that interprets commands from a computer to make line drawings on paper with one or more automated pens. A plotter can draw continuous point-to-point lines directly from vector graphic files or commands. Commonly used plotters include, we have the drum plotter, the flatbed plotter, the inkjet plotter, and lastly the curtain plotter. That will be all for today. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video in order to get notification each time I upload a new video. See you next class.